Time now for the morning rush. More help is on the way for New Mexico businesses to keep employees on their payroll. It's with help from the Paycheck Protection Program loan. Nearly a third of the small businesses in the state have already received relief so far. Now, again, more help is on the way through the Shuttered Venue Operator Grant. And come Monday, the Restaurant Revitalization Fund will open.
The governor says New Mexico is on track to fully reopen safely by the end of June. In yesterday's news conference, Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham announced the state's goal of having at least 60% of the population vaccinated. As of right now, that number sits at 42%. That means about 317,000 more New Mexicans need to be fully vaccinated.
Meanwhile, 20 of New Mexico's 33 counties have already achieved 40% of their population being vaccinated, as highlighted right there on that map. Well, they include the state's 5 most populous counties, including Bernalillo, Doña Ana, Santa Fe, Sandoval, and San Juan. Meanwhile, 4 other counties, Valencia, Hidalgo, De Vaca, and Harding, have reached at least 35%.
A man who was just 15 when he killed his younger friend is starting a long prison sentence today. Brandon Villalobos was sentenced to 18 years for killing his friend, 12-year-old Alex Madrid, back in 2014. Now, at that time, Villalobos was a special needs student at Los Lunas High. Competency evaluations delayed his sentencing. Erica.
Here's a look at the drop-off forecast for the morning. Temperatures are in the low 40s, so it's definitely a cool start to the day. Be sure to grab those jackets for the kiddos, but we are not expecting any more rain today.
Today is day 4 of crews trying to battle and contain the Three Rivers fire near Ruidoso. The fire is still burning a 12,000-acre area, and it's only 5% contained at last report. The fire is also burning on about 240 acres of Mescalero Apache tribal land. There are no structures or homes being threatened, and no evacuations are happening on the tribal land.
Previously sold-out games at Isotopes Park will have more tickets available this morning. Topes General Manager John Traub says he's ready to fill up about 4,000 more seats, up from 3,200 under the previous limits. The United also planning to sell more tickets to their previously sold-out home games. Those go on sale this morning at 8 o'clock.
Looking ahead, the old Bernalillo County Detention Center in downtown Albuquerque will be completely coming down soon. Yesterday, heavy equipment at the site tore apart the one-time jail building. It's been empty for the past 16 years. Now, the county has said that it would cost about $36 million to renovate and then turn into something else. So they decided that demolition was the best option.
This morning, some local art students are asking for your help to help them pull in a win in the band's custom culture shoe design competition. Students at Deming High School have once again come up with designs representing different parts of the state's landscape and culture. The top prize is $50,000 for the art program, with 4 smaller prizes of $15,000. Erica.
Here's a look at the Metro Threat Index for today. Of course, that's supposed to say Thursday, but it's just a chilly morning out there, and by the afternoon, we're looking at calmer conditions, sunshine, and warmer temperatures.
The University of New Mexico is helping to fill a shortage of software developers. UNM is launching an 18-week coding boot camp. They're billing it as an affordable and quick way for someone looking to switch careers. Well, there's a shortage of more than 1 million software developers here in the U.S. Students will dedicate about 20 hours a week to that program.
A movie written, produced, and shot in New Mexico set to premiere today. Walking with Herbs, starring Academy Award winner Edward James Olmos and George Lopez, is about faith and golf. The film is based on a book written by a Las Cruces banker. An outdoor screening held today at the Amador Live in Las Cruces will benefit a local nonprofit. A
driver is alive this morning thanks to the efforts of 2 Gallup police officers. On April 1st, Gallup police got a call about a driver passed out in a car. Now, when they arrived, Officer Rangel and Officer Caleb Kleberger, they immediately began CPR. By the time the paramedics arrived, the man was breathing on his own. That driver was then taken to the hospital.
Lumber prices are soaring to new highs as home buyers continue to outnumber the amount of homes on the market. The shortage is creating a domino effect, not only increasing the cost of the home, but delaying when the project will be complete. Erica.
All right, time to get a look at the morning drive. Here's a look at the maps. We are clear, no accidents or slowdowns, all green out there. And here's a look at tracker going south on I-25 near the Big I. Looks like volumes are picking up, but still moving right along.
A Seattle couple traveled to the Land of Enchantment just to get a taste of a local favorite. Jacob Nugent and his girlfriend Maddie, they packed their bags and came here to the Duke City to try Dion's Pizza. For Nugent, Chicago's deep dish is just okay and New York's famous pizza is good, but they say there's nothing like a slice of New Mexican pizza. Dion says that they're going to be sending that couple some gifts.
How cool is that?
Welcome back. On this day, we did see some very strong winds in Albuquerque. Those winds picking up to 90 miles per hour up top of the Sandias. actually 99 to be exact, and 63-mile-per-hour wind gusts were reported at the Sunport Airport, which caused down power lines that started a brush fire in southwest Albuquerque, damaging a house.
Time now for the 5 facts at number 5. Because of Bernalillo County's soon-to-be green status, previously sold-out games at Isotopes Park will now have more tickets available this morning. Isotopes General Manager John Traub says that he's ready to fill up about 4,000 more seats. That's up from 3,200 under the previous limits. The United also plan to sell more tickets to their previously sold-out home games. Those go on sale this morning at 8.
Number 4, another cost of the COVID-19 pandemic is that lumber prices have jumped to new highs. Right now, home buyers outnumber the amount of homes on the market. More issues for real estate agents and contractors are with construction materials. A shortage is creating a domino effect, not only increasing the cost of the home, but delaying when the project will be complete. Outskirting areas have more options than here in the metro.
In the south part of the state, heavy rain will stick around at times through this evening, but we will clear out tomorrow, and we're looking beautiful by the weekend.
Number 2, now more help is on the way for New Mexico businesses to keep employees on their payroll. That's with the shuttered venue operator grant. And come on Monday, the Restaurant Revitalization Fund will be open. As of now, nearly a third of small businesses in the state have received a Paycheck Protection Program loan. John Garcia with the Small Business Administration says most of the $3.2 billion loan total went to the accommodations and food services industry. This afternoon, the Small Business Association is having a webinar with more information.
And at number 1 this morning, Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham says that New Mexico is on track to be fully open safely by the end of June. In yesterday's news conference, the governor announced the state's goal of having at least 60% of the population vaccinated. Right now, that number sits at 42%. Well, that means that about 317,000 more New Mexicans need to be fully vaccinated to get to that level. More than half of New Mexico's counties have achieved 40% population vaccination. That includes Bernalillo, Doña Ana, Santa Fe, Sandoval, and San Juan.